Finding the best budget mirrorless camera for photography and videography is a total headache right now. There are way too many options, and honestly, a lot of them aren't worth your cash. I actually went out and grabbed these 5 models to see how they handle in the real world, so you don't have to guess. Product number 1, Canon EOS R100. When I first picked up the R100, I couldn't believe how light it felt. It's the smallest camera in Canon's R series, and it fits right in the palm of my hand. If you're used to shooting on a phone, this is a massive step up. The 24.1 megapixel sensor gives your photos that natural, blurry background look, bokeh, that phones try to fake with software. While I was out testing it, the eye detection autofocus was snappy, locking onto faces instantly. It does 4K video, though I found the 20 FPS HD mode more fun for smooth slow motion shots. My only gripe is that the screen doesn't flip around, but for this price, the image quality is stellar. If you're a beginner who wants something tiny that still takes professional-looking photos without breaking the bank, this is your starting point. Product number 2, Canon EOS RP. Stepping up to the EOS RP felt different because it's a full-frame camera, but it's still surprisingly compact for travel. The build feels solid, and that RF 24 to 105mm kit lens is a workhorse. What really stood out during my testing was the image stabilization. I was able to take sharp handheld photos in lower light where other cameras would have been a blurry mess. For those of you into macro or close-up shots, the center focus macro let me get about an inch away from my subject, which was wild. It also works as a high-end webcam if you plug it into your computer, making it a double win for creators. If you want that full-frame look with better depth and low-light performance, but you're on a strict budget, the RP is a steal. Product number 3, Sony Alpha 7 IV. The Alpha 7 IV is the heavy hitter on this list. Holding it feels like holding a professional tool. It has a deep grip and a lot of buttons for quick changes. I spent a weekend shooting video with this, and the 10-bit color is a massive deal. It gives you so much flexibility to fix colors later. The 33 megapixel sensor is a sweet spot. Lots of detail without filling up my hard drive too fast. I noticed the autofocus is almost scary good. It tracked eyes even when people turned away. It oversamples from 7K to give you some of the crispest 4K footage I've ever seen. This isn't the cheapest on the list, but if you're serious about making high-quality YouTube content or getting into paid photography gigs, this is the investment that pays off. Product number 4, Sony A7 III. Even though there's a newer version out, the A7 III is still a legend for a reason. When I took this out for a sunset shoot, the 15 stops of dynamic range really saved me, keeping the details in the bright clouds and the dark shadows at the same time. It's fast, too. I was hitting 10 frames per second during some action shots, and it didn't miss a beat. The battery life is what really impressed me. I shot all afternoon on a single charge, which isn't always the case with mirrorless. It shoots 4K HDR video that looks great straight out of the box. If you want a pro-level, full-frame camera, but you'd rather save a few $100 by getting a slightly older model, this is still one of the best values around. Product number 5, Panasonic Lumix G85. The G85 is the underdog here. It uses a smaller micro 4/3 sensor, which makes the whole kit, lenses included, much smaller than the Sony or Canon setups. The standout feature for me was the 5-axis in-body stabilization. I walked around a park filming handheld, and the footage looked like I was using a gimbal. It's also weather-sealed, so I didn't panic when it started drizzling. The flip-out screen is a lifesaver for vlogging, and the post-focus feature is a neat trick that lets you choose what's in focus after you take the photo. If you're a solo vlogger who moves around a lot and needs something rugged and steady without carrying a tripod, the G85 is a fantastic, reliable choice. Those are the 5 I'd recommend if you're looking to upgrade your setup this year. Every one of these has a specific strength depending on what you're shooting. I've put the links to all of them in the description below so you can check out the latest prices.